Looking forward to most about having Von Looney back in the lineup?
I think Loon is just a settling, stabilizing force for us, and it'd be nice to have him out there at both ends. Excellent defender, one of our smartest players, one of the smartest players I've been around, and he'll be in the starting lineup tonight, and we'll play him in short bursts and try to bring him back slowly, but excited to have him back.
Besides Coley-san, next to him, who you playing before?
Yeah.
What did you learn about Lloyd as a coach and as a person working with him for the FIBA team?
Number one, I just enjoyed being around him. Just a really good guy, good person, fun to be around, very, very thorough and prepared. He was a really good ally for Pop during the trip there. I mean, he really complimented Pop well and complimented the staff well with his preparation and his meticulous nature. It reminded me a lot of Mike Brown on my staff, just in terms of the attention to detail. And I enjoyed getting to know Melissa and Maya as well. Maya was the cutest little baby running around on the trip, and so it was just fun. We enjoyed each other's company. We had a really good time.
Steve, what's it been like for you to teach this season, and do you like it?
I've enjoyed it, yeah. I mean, we'd like to win more, obviously. It's not easy losing, but I've enjoyed the teaching part of it. We've got great guys. These young guys are eager to learn and competing every night. And our veteran players are really doing a good job. Guys like Glenn and Alec and Willie, new to our team and kind of maybe mid-career for themselves, but they've added quite a bit to our group, and hopefully they're getting a lot out of the experience too. So it's a totally different set of circumstances for us. But for me as a coach, I'm taking a lot of satisfaction out of the details of coaching and the individual gains that are being made.
Have you ever had to do this before? I mean, since you've been at the Warriors, maybe not to this level, but
no. This is a new experience for me.
Steve, the last 5 years have been pretty intense. You've either won the last game or played in it. This year it feels a bit different. I wonder, how does it feel personally for you, the change of pace this year?
Well, it's very different. I felt like, I made a comment after we lost to Toronto at the end of last year that we should just go on sabbatical for the year, go to Italy and sip wine. And I was half joking. But it did feel like our guys were just wiped out. And so in an ironic way, not the way you draw it up, but in a strange way, this is probably a time for Steph and Clay to kind of decompress. I don't know that anybody can really fathom what it takes physically and emotionally to go to the finals 5 straight years. It's exhausting. So these guys put everything on the line for 5 straight years. Just an incredible group, amazing competitive desire, 9-month seasons filled with, every game is the biggest game of the year for the opponent. So to do that for 5 calendar years, it's pretty remarkable. And my sense is that this is, in a strange way, in an ironic way, it's kind of a good thing for some of our key guys.
And if this is an off season, what are the chances that you'll actually come back even stronger next year?
Well, I think we will. I mean, we'll have a very different team. We're not going to come back as the same group that was in the finals last year. We lost a lot of guys who were key players for us. Kevin Durant, obviously, and Andre, Sean, DeMarcus Cousins. We lost a lot from that group. But the whole point of this year is let's get healthy and let's really try to develop these young guys and see if we can fortify our roster and develop some players who can be a big part of our future, and then bring back the healthy guys and make another run at it. So it's exciting.
Steve, tell us about going back to Draymond's retirement. awards presentation, what it means to you, because he's meant so much to this franchise
Right.
over the last 5 years in particular.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I love about Draymond is that I know how much Michigan State means to him, and so his loyalty to his school is a big part of who he is and a big part of what he's meant to the Warriors. This is a league that routinely you get guys who come in here after they've spent 4 months on campus, 6 months, and then they're gone. Draymond spent 4 years playing for Tom Izzo, gave millions of dollars to that school. He left his heart and soul on the court, wearing the green and white. So for me, it's an example of what he's done for us, and we're probably going to retire his jersey in San Francisco someday. But I love the fact that he's so loyal to his school because that's his foundation, that's his rock, and we've been the beneficiary of everything Coach Izzo did and the school did for Draymond. And it'll be nice for me to be there. I know Bob and Joe feel the same way, and I'm looking forward to it.
Coach, what have you seen in Trae Young's performance from year 1 to year 2 in the league?
He just looks like he's extremely confident. We saw him early last year before he really took off, and most players their rookie year, they're just trying to figure out which way is up. And I thought by the end of last year he looked like he had figured things out pretty well, and now obviously putting up big numbers, and so he's a different player this year than last.
Kevon is pretty quiet. He probably doesn't show everybody his developments. How did you see him get through this? It's obviously kind of like a little bit of a scary thing. So.
In typical Kevon manner, he was very quiet. I'd ask him how he was doing, and he's fine. He just said, "I'm fine, Coach," and he'd just keep plugging away every day, and we'd be at practice, and I'd look over, and he'd be hard at work in the weight room with Rick, and he just he gets his work in every day. He just punches the clock. You count on him every single day. You never have to worry about him. But it's what he's been through is much more serious than a broken bone or something. It's a health issue more than just an injury, and so I'm really thrilled to see him coming back out on the floor tonight, and hopefully things go well and he can resume his career.
How confident are you guys that it is in the past? And I mean, do you have to have him on almost a permanent minutes limit, or what's kind of the restriction?
At this point, we're just sort of taking it a step at a time. So, I probably won't play him much more than about 15 minutes tonight, and we'll take it a day at a time, see how he's doing, and go from there.
You're playing him at the 4. He hit a 3 in that one little 10-minute spurt he did play this year. How much do you need him, especially now playing the 4, to spread the floor?
Yeah, that's a part of his own development, and that's a part of this season for us and for him. Can he hit the corner 3? Can he space the floor with a playing next to a 5? So we'll continue to work with him on that, and we'll put him in those positions, and I'm confident he'll do well.
Amari dealt with a lot of off-court struggles here in Atlanta this past year. Why did you guys feel like he would be able to work through those with you guys?
Omari?
Mm-hmm.
We had Omari in for a draft workout 2 years ago, and he blew us away with his talent. He had a great workout, and we were very high on him. And Atlanta took him, and it rookie years are tough for everybody. So sometimes getting a guy in his second year is the best time to get him, and I think it worked out. The trade worked out for both teams. Atlanta was looking for a rim running center like Damian, and so we were interested in Omari's skill, his shot making, and his potential, and both guys seem to be doing well. So it seems like a good trade.
Vince Carter is 42 years old. Could you imagine coaching a 42-year-old? Would somebody get your jokes?
Well, yeah, he would get all my dad jokes. I can't even fathom playing in the NBA at 42. It just takes an incredible freak of nature. I mean, I hope that sounds like a compliment, but You know, he's just an incredible athlete to be able to play in this league for as long as he has at the level he has, and to still be enjoying it so much. Obviously, you wouldn't do it for this long if you didn't enjoy it. But I think that's what I enjoy most about watching Vince is just the joy that he takes from the game and passing along the wisdom to the younger guys. And you know, I hope he keeps going. But I know he said this is it. But did he say this is it officially?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can talk him out of it and get him to play one more year.
Hey NBA fans, Kelly McGill here. If you like that last video from Fanatics View on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below for exclusive NBA content.